Hello and welcome back to another video from TrainingRite.com. In this video, I will be showing you something called IRB. And for those of you folks who are pretty new to Ruby, you might be wondering what is this IRB? IRB is basically interactive Ruby shell, and it is something which you would like to use if you want to learn Ruby without opening what is called an IDE. So basically, it's like your throwaway code. If you need to do something quickly and don't want to open an IDE, then IRB is something, interactive Ruby shell is something which you should be using. Now, what exactly we could be doing with IRB? Okay, this is what I will show you very briefly as what you could be doing. IRB, or the Ruby shell, basically gets installed when you install Ruby on your machine. So to invoke IRB, to start IRB, just type IRB. So here we are in that shell now, and as you can see over here, it shows you that okay, we are ready to type any of the Ruby commands. Now, this could be as fun as just typing something like 10 plus 20 and then hit enter, and then it's going to give you some answer like, okay, 10 plus 20 is 30. Well, if we have to do something like this, usually we would create two variables like a equals 10 and let's say b equals 20, and we would write c equals a plus b, and when I hit that, as you can see that it's 30. So it's nothing but it's a way of writing your own program here, but again, rather than opening up Notepad or Notepad++ and then creating a Ruby file and executing that Ruby file, here we're just writing like one-liners, and then we are creating we are running some Ruby commands. Okay, so what are the things that we could be doing here? I mean, we could be doing things like trying to find out, let's say, if over here we have used a couple of variables like a, b, and c. Now, if you want to find out like what exactly a stores, so if I do a dot class, it tells me that a would store something like fixed nums, like integers. Now, of course, b and c would also be doing the same because we have numbers in there. So if I do b dot class fixed num, and c dot class again would be fixed num. So let's say if I do d equals and if I create a string there of TrainingRite or TrainingRite and hit d, then that's what it is. Now let's say what exactly is d as a variable or as an object. What type of data is it going to store? So if you need to find that thing out, I could do d.class, and it tells you the data type of that, and I guess it is going to be what? String, as you can see over here. Well, so let's see if I have e, and if that is storing 100.35, and if I do e.class, now it's not going to be fixed num, it's not going to be string. So let's see what kind of class it is going to be. Float, I guess. There it is. Okay, so well, we can understand that okay, these are the simple things which we are doing with this IRB, but what else can we do with IRB? Now, we could also be writing some programs using IRB. Now, chances are you might not be writing a program, but if at all, if there is a need for you to do it, like creating a method, or for that matter, if you want to create a class and instantiate an object from that class and then run some of the methods of that class, all that can be done using this IRB. Now, let's start off with instance variables. So let me use something called an et, and let's say company name. So that's a variable, and let me assign certain value into it. The value is, let's say, TrainingRite, and if I do that, okay, this at company name, that's an instance variable, and that's what it is storing. Now, in between, if I do an A, that gives me that. If I do a B, it gives me that. If I do a C, it gives me that. Because right up here, we had A, B. So everything is being stored in here. And after those operations, let's say if I want to look into what company name as a variable is holding, I could do a puts, right, as and I could do, let's say, at company name, right? So when you do that, that would give you the value of what the instance variable company name is storing. Now, there's another way of using the values inside the variables. We could be writing something like welcome to, and if I need to find out the value of at company name, I would do a hash sign, and within the curly braces, I could use this instance variable, and that would give me the value inside my instance variable. Then welcome to, and if I hit, it should be saying welcome to company or TrainingRite rather. Let's say if I say we have an pound and that and a and that, and if I say testers working in our company, let's say, right? So let's see what it is going to give now with pound or hash a. It will give you the value inside that. So it will say that we have 10 testers working in our company. All right, so all this is happening by just opening the IRB, or the interactive Ruby shell. Okay, now we can do things like writing functions. Now you would say that how would you be writing a function using something like an IRB? Believe it or not, I mean it's pretty straightforward. It's very simple.